Texting. We are live. How we doing, America? Happy Freestyle Friday here in the sack. It was a balmy 81 today.
Oh, wow.
81. Hello, spring. Indian summer, whatever you want to call it.
Not a fall Friday.
No, it was great. The redoubtable one himself, Tom, is highly questionable. And no, the green was not planned. But we'll take it because the Celtics won. Anyway.
Don't be trashy.
Yep, don't be trashy. And public service message, absolutely. By the way, SEG1 brought to you by the good doctor and the Pinnacle and Pinnacle Whipped, our friends.
Although, did you stir these? Because I can't taste the Pinnacle.
I didn't have a stir.
It's going to get strong at the bottom.
It will. You know, I should have done.
What the hell was that?
That's my daughter.
Where's she coming from?
That's my daughter.
Where were they?
They were at dinner, and they're watching.
I thought Becky was with her.
Watch out, you're going to knock over the lights. Why do you run through the yard? Oh, because my daughter's leading you. We're recording. Go in the house. Thank you, and be quiet.
Smell like butt crack?
Hi! Yeah, because no one wears deodorant in middle school, apparently.
Oh, at the dance, yes, I'm sure it did.
It smelled like...
All right, go. We're recording. We're on.
Feet and ass is usually the term.
Yeah.
Pardon my...
Way to go, Tom. Not another great...
Italian, I hear it all the time from his fat mouth.
Easy does it.
You know,
Go.
you're about 2 seconds from losing your sleepover. Get in the house and shut your pie hole.
That's to get the door.
Unbelievable. Anyway,
He created that. He did that.
which is proof of why they shouldn't have let me.
Sterilized?
Look, some people should not be allowed to procreate. Have you seen
You're
some of the?
putting yourself in that
Have
category.
you seen some of the?
No, I agree with you, but are you putting
I
yourself
think I'm on the.
in that
I think I'm on the
category?
fence. I'm like 50-50. I'm kind of like one of those. Oh, we'll see what
I've
happens.
never heard somebody say that about themselves.
We'll see what happens, and then that happens. Like, yeah, see,
Dude, should we come on one of these segments in our costumes?
Segment 2.
I got to go and get my costume then.
Well, no, but I'm wearing a different costume because tonight we have the Giggle Smoke Guarantee, and in segment 2 also 2 cents with Tommy. Tommy 2 cents. He's gonna give
I
us.
didn't prepare.
We'll have this by the end of the second.
Okay.
Yeah, we will. Don't worry. Trust me. Spontaneity is key here. Okay, it is.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's part of the fun.
Okay.
I think it's part of the fun.
Yeah, but I think if I'm going to give 2 cents, I want them to be worthy pennies.
I have a feeling you'll figure this out.
I'll find my
Well,
niche.
like I said, we will seek the counsel between say one of Yoda and
That's
Betty
true.
and
That's
Jobu,
true.
and who knows where it'll take us. But
Yeah,
I'm
the
pretty
consultative
sure.
approach is really
Well,
the way
that's
to
why
go.
we have them. You know, that's why we have them.
Consultative or consultative?
They can be both.
Either way, right?
Either way works. Either works. Anyway, welcome to IDD. For those of you who know, I don't disagree.
Rare form.
Rare form. We, going around the World Series. We were watching it. Arizona was up 5-3.
5-3.
On Texas, down
In
in
Texas.
in the Lone Star State in the 7th or 8th inning.
Is that how far along it was?
I think it was 7th or 8th inning. Yeah, somewhere like they're in the bottom of it.
Arizona, man. They got down 2-0 in that game.
I know. I did see that.
Came back and scored
I did see
3.
the score. I was glued to the TV because the Celtics came home tonight to face the team that bitch slapped them out of the playoffs last year, and the Miami Heat. And listen, that felt like a playoff game.
Did it really?
I think it's safe to say, America, these two teams don't like each other. They really don't like each other.
No team likes the Heat.
I mean,
Can we just say that?
Kyle Lowry alone, Derek Lowry, what his name is,
Kyle.
Lowry alone makes you want to beat the shit out of somebody.
Dude.
He's the Black Bill Lambier.
Kyle.
He really is. He really is.
That's good.
He makes you want to beat. He makes you want to beat the shit out of somebody. He just gets you so
good,
mad.
yeah, he
And the
is.
thing is, what sucks
He's
is
a real-
he can play.
Yeah.
He's good, but
No,
he's
if he was on
so-
your team, you love him.
You love him, but
Yeah.
he's so fucking the shit he pulls and these little subtle things to get the refs out. Like he should be a wrestler.
Yeah.
He should be a wrestler with his tactics to get the dumb refs to fall.
He's the bad guy in wrestling
Yeah,
that's always
he
doing
is.
shit when the ref isn't looking.
Yep.
You know, he's
And-
pulling out
yeah.
the brass knuckles and
Yeah.
knocking out.
And then he's blaming it.
Right.
No, they're his.
I don't know. He fell. He fell.
Yeah, when I punched him, they fell out of his pocket.
Next thing you know, he's pinning the guy.
Yeah, I mean, so Kyle Lowry.
Did he
is
do
not-
anything tonight?
Yeah, he did.
Dude, he played really well for them in the playoffs.
He played well tonight, but
Yeah.
his game gets in the game because of the cheap, chippy, dirty shit trying to get an edge shit. Look, I'm all for getting an edge, but there's a point, there's a line. There's a line, and he frequently
Yeah,
crosses
you
it.
start to get a little sleazy.
Yeah, he frequently crosses it, and it's like, wow. And it's just, and the thing,
certain things, I don't want to win like that personally.
I mean, the thing is, he's got to know it's on camera. Like everyone's seeing it. You know, I mean, yeah, look, kudos to him for not caring apparently because he still does it. But
I mean, and he's successful.
he's
He really
successful.
is.
He's got a ring.
Yeah, he's
And
strong
so
player.
he's had a hell of a career. I mean, I'm not taking that away from him, but that stuff takes away from his game in terms of the respect for his game because I don't think he needs to resort to that to be successful.
No, there's a point that he could take it to that would serve him
Yeah.
positively without being a complete asshole.
Well, he said there's a line,
Right,
And
right.
he frequently crosses it, and I think he knows where it is and doesn't care. Because if it gives him an edge, it gives him an edge. 'Cause in his mind, it's all about winning, and that's what you do.
And you know what it might be is like he's got that mentality, like I'm gonna push it to the edge, and then you get in the game,
Yeah.
and that mentality takes over.
So the game went back and forth. Miami jumped out on him early for those of you who weren't watching. Boston fought back. The entire starting five was in double figures. The bench did play well when he played them. I still don't think he played them enough, but
Did you see that?
I did.
Who is that guy?
I forget his name, but he is talented. He's very
Lefty
talented.
three-point shooter?
By the way, right now we're watching in this first
Sasha
quarter.
Vanesca?
We're watching the Donnie and the Brook rematch of the playoffs last year. Sacramento Kings, America's darlings, up and coming against the
It's
reigning
Lefty
dynasty.
again. Oh.
Lefty against Golden State with Steph Curry and Chris Paul's in the game right now. We're at the tail end of the. Is that Draymond? Is Draymond playing tonight? Is that Draymond? No, that's not Draymond.
It looks like Draymond.
Is it Draymond? Sure. I can't tell if this is Draymond.
He's moving like Draymond.
He's crying like Draymond.
Actually, who else could that be?
I don't know.
It might not be Draymond.
He doesn't run like
He's
him.
running better
He's
than
running
Draymond.
way better than Draymond.
That's not Draymond.
No, it's not. And Draymond's hair
Who
is
is he?
I don't know. We'll find out, America. But anyway, recapping the night in the NBA real quick. Obviously, Boston put them away in the fourth, 119. Jaylen Brown had a great bounce-back game. I'm trying to pull up their numbers for you as we speak. And also the Knicks, I think, went on the road and won that game.
Yeah, I'll check that.
Yeah, we should check that and get you some updated scores here and some stats. Obviously, we opened up with the pain in the ass that is Kyle Lowry, the thorn in everybody's side.
Knicks did go to Atlanta.
It did. That's a quality win.
Now Atlanta's
That's cool.
0-2.
Yeah,
Knicks are 1-1.
1-1. Yeah, that's
Brunson made 8 threes.
There you go.
Dropped 31.
All-star.
Let's go.
All-star. So I'm just going to say it, all-star. That's what he is. The Thunder. By the way, the Thunder are better than people think. They beat Cleveland
last year.
They made the playoffs, but they got knocked. But
Now they got Chet Holmgren.
yes, they did. Well, he didn't play.
He didn't?
No, he played tonight, but
Oh, he
last
did.
year. He
Yeah,
missed.
last year.
They missed. But anyway, recapping the Celtics game real quick. Look, they held Butler to 14 points. So they focused on him. Adebayo went off for 27. Tyler Hero, 28 points. I forgot the kid could shoot. Duh.
Was
Boston.
Butler deferring because he was double teamed, or was he not shooting well?
They were double teaming him. Celtics had 3 guys over 20. Tatum, 22. Derek White, player of the game, 28 points. 5 of 7 from the arc. And then Jaylen Brown, good bounce back game, 27 points. He still had too many turnovers, but 27 and 6. He played some defense.
6 rebounds?
6 rebounds.
Any assists?
He had 1.
And
They didn't have a lot of
how many
assists.
turnovers
They only had, how many turnovers did he have?
for Jalen?
He had like 2 or 3.
That's not that bad.
No, well, again, dumb.
Would have been nice for him to have more assists than turnovers.
They had, look, I was talking to my buddy, and kudos to you, Ian. Thank you, 'cause I know Ian's watching or will be. But, I mean, Ian called it. He's like,
Now it tastes great.
yeah, well, the next one, I'll be better on the second one. I'll pour the soda in first.
That's what we did. That was
That's
the
the
adjustment
reverse.
we made
Yeah, we made last time. But anyway, so, but yeah, of course, we've already had one session, and don't worry, we'll have more. But anyway,
You were talking about your friend texting you.
yes, my friend Ian, who was saying, look, they haven't really played well yet, and they're 2-0, and they've played 2 quality teams. 2 teams who were in the Final 8 last year. And I think the Knicks are better, and the Heat are still the Heat. You got to give them credit. They are healthy. They weren't healthy last year. Tyler Hero did not play the entire playoffs. He makes them better because he's a shooter.
As
He's
annoying as he
a
is.
knockdown shooter. He was also the NBA's leading free throw shooter last year. Highest percentage in the league.
Really?
Yeah, Tyler Hero was. Curry was second. Tyler Hero did.
impressive.
Yeah, so this kid can shoot. He won the 6-man award. So look, they didn't have him last year and got to the finals. Think about that.
Yeah.
So people say, well, they didn't add anybody. Well, actually, they kind of did because he didn't play. Now he's back. And when he's back, they're better. And they gave the Celtics, look, the Heat gave the Celtics all they could handle. People were texting me going, why aren't they blowing this team out? I'm like, because Tyler Hero's back and he was the 6-man award winner. So he adds something to their game. When you add a 20-point score to your lineup, you're going to be better. And if he's a shooter, even
They also just took the Celtics to 7 games
without him.
without him. I know
him.
it's not the same team for the Celtics,
No.
but still, the Heat are a battle-tested team.
They are.
So
They've been to 5 finals in the last 11 years.
So I agree with what you're saying and what Ian said.
Yeah.
You got 2 wins against 2 playoff
And
teams.
the entire starting 5, I'll tell you what, the one thing that did look, the starting 5 looked better. Like movement, flow.
In the second game?
Yeah, than they did against the Knicks. They looked like they had practiced together, and the ball movement was better amongst them. The passing was better. It was more stagnant, more one-on-one ball with you guys, more 2-man game. They were reversing the ball. They were hitting people were cutting. I mean, Jaylen Brown probably had 3 baskets on backdoor because he actually moved tonight without the ball. And kudos to him, he bounced back.
Against the Knicks though, they had these small stretches. Holy shit! Did you see that alley-oop that Wemby caught?
Damn.
Oh man! San Antonio got a win.
Houston.
Oh no, it's not over yet. 2 minutes.
It's an overtime. It looks like they're going.
But against the Knicks, they would have these spurts where it was like, holy shit, they just scored 10 points.
Yeah.
Like in
2 seconds.
a minute.
Yeah.
And then the Knicks did that once or twice.
Yep. The Knicks have a bench.
But for most of the game, it was very sloppy and choppy.
Well, first game, that's going to be that way. That's normal. But, and look, 2 playoff teams, and I think both teams are better than they were last year. Both of them are.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And again, the Heat didn't have Tyler Hero. When he's on the floor, they are, first of all, spacing is better. You have a guy out there you can't help off of. It opens up the lane. The impressive thing tonight was they held Jimmy Butler in check because he's the one who killed him.
Yeah.
So they shut him down, and when they were not playing at their best, the thing is, Derek White was the best player on the floor tonight.
He's really good.
He's
not a bench player anymore.
No, he starts. Drew Holiday, by the way, was Drew Holiday night was amazing. He's got.
See, he didn't impress me against the Knicks.
Well, he was better tonight because I'll tell you right now, when they needed. Here's the thing about the Celtics, they can lock you down.
4 or 5 of them.
There's 5 of them, but they have they can lock you down.
5.
They can lock you down. Again, this is 2 years ago when they made their run. Like they are looking more like that team because every time they get in trouble, the first thing they do is they turn the screws on defense, which is what they did 2 years ago when they made their run to the finals. That was their calling card. And Porzingis again. Now Adebayo got the better of him because he's quicker.
This guy's hitting bombs.
But they had a battle tonight. Like
Adebayo got the better of who?
Of Porzingis because he's quicker than him.
Oh yeah, he's a better athlete.
Yeah, and but Porzingis played him well, had 17, got into foul trouble a lot. He was sitting part of the game because he kept getting into foul trouble.
Is it because Adebayo was quicker than him?
Yeah, that was part of it. Yeah. And he got 1 foul. I'll tell you what, this is the thing. They make these his foul. He fouled out.
NBA referee.
I'll tell you what,
frustrating.
Kyle Lowry it was one of those flops that it was garbage. They shouldn't have. 2 of the Porzingis' fouls were bullshit. One was a Lowry flop and one was a Butler flop. The Butler flop was worse. Mm-hmm. The Butler flop, he literally looked right at the ref, and when he saw him, then he did it. And they have this no flopping thing now. Well, the fucking ref must have forgot that because honestly, he liked it. Hey, have a good night.
Bye, y'all.
You be home in the morning for soccer. Love you. Be safe.
I'll be home around 10-ish probably.
Please do me a favor and text me when you get this so I know you got there.
Careful, there's a car coming down the street.
That should be her dad.
Oh, that's for
good.
y'all.
He's driving. Even better. All right. Love you, guy. Have fun, Mia. So anyway.
Are you going to go talk to this guy?
No. So anyway, I'll just wave. We're in the middle of recording. We're trying to record and we're constantly getting interrupted.
Well, yeah.
And so anyway, the Celtics have not played well consistently, but they're playing good teams too. And that's yes. This is what I get mad at with people. You have to at least give the other team credit, especially when they're a quality opponent, because they have something to do with that. Okay, yeah. So that's the thing. So the Knicks are a good team. They've got this kid Quigley off the bench. He's going to be. I'll tell you right now.
Well, they didn't sign him though. He's in his last year, and now if he has a great year, they can't sign him. But I think what they were thinking was, do we want to spend? I don't know.
What was he asking?
I think $100 million.
Brunson's only making 93 for 4 years.
Really?
93 over 4.
Let me see what he. I thought
he shouldn't be asking for more than him. That's outrageous.
Yeah, but they signed Brunson should be getting paid more.
We know that, but he can't realistically ask for that when Brunson's on the team and better than him.
No, but he could get that on the market. That's
the
thing.
If I'm the Knicks, I ain't paying him more than Brunson. No. Or I'm going to up Brunson first.
Well, that's what might have to happen.
Because honestly, he should not make more than Jalen Brunson.
No doubt.
No way. Sacramento has made a little run here. They're up 35-26, 10-19 to go in the second. We'll keep you updated on this one. We'll be watching it throughout the night, obviously, with the show. But this looks like a Donnie. Wanted to see De'Aaron Fox and Steph Curry go at it, and hopefully that mano a mano will fester as the game goes on. But yeah, the Knicks had a big win down in Atlanta tonight against the Hawks.
Dude, wait till I tell you some of the stats for them.
But the Celtics, with them, look. The entire starting five in double figures. Porzingis and Holiday each had 17. Dude, Drew Holiday, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. That was Drew Holiday's night. And it was quiet. 17 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. And defensively, he was amazing. He was on.
Say that again?
17 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and he guarded Jimmy Butler.
God damn.
And no one's talking about the night he had. And he was guarding. He held Jimmy Butler to 14 points. He was the primary defender on him. I mean, now the good thing about the Celtics is they threw him at him, they threw Tatum at him, and they threw Brown at him. So they kept throwing good defense. I mean, Jimmy Butler had a long night because he constantly had a good defender on him. And then, for good measure, Derek White was running around behind him blocking his shot. Like, Derek White had 3 block shots tonight. Derek White was player of the game, by the way. If you didn't watch this game, Derek White is the one who won it. And that's what's scary about the Celtics. They can beat you in a lot of ways. And this is why they're the favorite, because they literally, this is the second time in a row that an opponent has outshot them from the arc, and it didn't matter.
That's good.
Because the Knicks were over 40% last night from the arc, and the Heat were at 50% at one point.
Jeez.
And it didn't matter. And Boston had more turnovers, and it still didn't matter. And Tyler Hero was out there, and Tyler Hero was playing, and it still didn't matter. And Kristaps Porzingis, who was playing fouls out, it still didn't matter. So this is the thing about the Celtics. This is why they're scary. Things can go wrong, and they can overcome it, whatever it is. And because it's been two different things with the one thing, the Knicks and the Heat both shot well from the three, but it's different. They're different. They attack you in different ways. So the Celtics took away their primary threat. That was Butler, who was the one who killed them in the finals last year, justifiably so. And when they had to turn the screws defensively, they were able to do it and held them down at the end like they did with the Knicks the other night. So that's Boston. Boston's back to that, which I love. That bodes well for them. And two, the bench played more tonight again. Hauser and Pritchard both hit threes off the bench in meaningful minutes, so they've got some shooters. Al Horford came in and did a better job on Adebayo because he's quicker. He can stay with him, so he handled Adebayo better. But again, still too many turnovers, still too much hero ball. They're not. But the first unit, at least, they looked like they passed the ball better. They moved better, and it was more flow. And they got Jaylen Brown involved, and that was nice to see. They worked him into the offense, and that was cool to see. And Derek White, whenever they needed a basket, Derek White, unbelievable, yeah. Derek White. So they can hurt you in a lot of ways, and that's why they're dangerous. And Miami stayed with them. Miami was ahead for large portions of this game. It was a heavyweight fight, and it looked like it. And I guarantee you, if Miami is healthy, they will not be the 8th seed this year. Yeah. They will not. They will be 3rd, 4th, or 5th.
Really?
With Tyler Hero, it's them and the Knicks for the 3rd seed. I forgot about Tyler Hero, and he reminded me tonight of who he was. Yeah. And I hate the son of a bitch, but he can play. He had 20. He was a leading scorer. He had 28 points. He's starting now. He's in the starting lineup. He's not coming off the bench. He's starting. And he shot like 4 for 7 or 5 for 8 from the 3. So the kids, he's legit. He is legit. He won the NBA Six-Man Award last year before he got hurt. He's legit. So, yeah, Miami is not going to be an 8th seed. And while they didn't add anything, they did add a healthy Tyler Hero. The question is, can he stay healthy? Because he hasn't been healthy for the last 3 years. That's his problem.
He hurt his hand last playoffs?
Yeah, the year before that, he hurt something else. He's been out, literally, he has not played in 3 years in the postseason. It's crazy.
Yeah. Tyler, can I get another one of these drinky drinks?
This is the bar. There's never no at the bar. This is the bar that never closes.
May I, sir?
It's the bar that the proprietor just falls asleep. That's what happens.
So let me give you some stats from the Knicks game tonight with the Hawks. Okay, so Jalen Brunson led the way.
Yep.
With 31 points, 5 assists.
Okay.
He was 8 for 12 from 3-point range.
How's your ice?
I need some more.
All right.
Oh, shit, you got to go inside for that?
Damn it. You can go over without ice.
Nah.
There's ice in there.
Nah, man. It's gonna. As soon as the vodka hits it, it's turning to dust. I need the ice, dog.
We'll have to wait.
I'll give Knicks stats.
Have to wait.
So he was 8 for 12 from the 3-point line.
This segment by the Knicks brought to you by Tom Izzo.
Now, R.J. Barrett, second on the team in scoring with 26.
They're talking about trading him. I think could be
Julius Randle, 17, and DiVincenzo, 16 off the bench. That's pretty... If DiVincenzo's getting 16 off the bench, that's a good sign for the Knicks. Real good sign. Mitchell Robinson had 13 rebounds. Randall had 12. That's awesome. Isaiah Hartenstein only had 2 rebounds, but he only played 10 minutes, which is interesting. Mitchell Robinson played 38. Okay, well, Mitchell Robinson obviously was having a good game, I guess, with 13 boards. Because the other night against the Celtics, Mitchell Robinson looked lost out there for a lot of it. And they went with Hartenstein, who played much better inside. But it looks like Mitchell Robinson was having a good game. 13 boards for Mitchell Robinson tonight.
13 boards?
Yep.
Dang.
Julius Randle had 17 points and 12 rebounds.
Damn.
And 9 assists. Julius Randle. 17, 12,
You know he made All-NBA second team one year.
Yeah. No, he's legit.
He's got game. It's just
Sometimes his head is in the clouds.
sometimes that's the thing. About
It's
him.
like, where are you, dude?
Where are you sometimes? Yeah. He's just he's like the Celtics. What are you doing right now? Like, why are you? There are times when they look like a JV basketball team.
Right, it's just like they lose it.
And then all of a sudden, like the thing about the Celtics tonight, not to cut you off, but the Heat were dominating. All of a sudden, just like that, 18-4 run.
Right.
Like it was quick. It was like 3 minutes. All of a sudden, they went from that down to the 2. Like, what the fuck just happened? Because they can hit you like that.
Yeah.
I mean, but it was just
Well,
weird.
because they D you up, they take the ball, and then boom.
They score
Oh,
so
man,
quick.
you got to throw that down.
Yeah, you do. I am loving that I get to watch hoops with my best buddy tonight on Friday nights and talking with you fine people about hoops, which is wonderful.
Nice.
It's nice that it's back and these games matter. And there's Steph. Oh, nice pass by Steph.
No secret that
was a nice
NBA
pass.
is your favorite
It is.
league, right?
Yes, it is. Best league in the world, Joel. Best league in the world. World championship, Joel. NBA world champion. And the problem is, Joel doesn't acknowledge. He acknowledges that the best player in the world is Jokic. What team is he on? They're the world champions. They're the world champions, and he's the best player in the world right now. At least he's the reigning one, unless Tatum takes the title from him this year, which I think he might.
Dude, Tatum better.
Tatum is a better one-on-one player. Jokic is a better all-around player.
Oh, no doubt.
But and then again, now Tatum can be that guy if he wants to. He's like, if Tatum wanted to have a triple-double,
Tatum's got it.
because Tatum's got the rebounding part down. He plays
Penny
deep.
cow.
Oh yeah, I mean, need the Celtics.
I'm sorry,
Basketball
I'm sorry.
night.
I need to get a Knicks one.
Get a Knicks one. We should put it right there. So it's right there.
It's funny how we don't really I don't hate the Celtics at all.
Why?
I mean,
question him, America. I question him.
Well, okay, so for me growing up, so the Knicks, I guess the Mets were my first love, but the Knicks were one of the first teams I lived and died with.
Yeah.
In the playoffs with Ewing and Oakley and
How many
Mason.
shows openly just start pouring booze?
Oh my God!
It's a wonderful show. It's a wonderful show.
It really
we got
is.
here. Wonderful show. Wonderful.
But so for me, my childhood, the Celtics stunk.
That's true. You were in the 90s.
Okay, so
you missed the bird.
I hated the
yeah.
Bulls. I hated the Pacers, and I hated the Heat.
Yeah, because they were always in your way.
They were always in the way, and they were always fucking. Now the Bulls were good. The Pacers and the Heat were just fucking. They were like Kyle. They were like a team of Kyle Lowrys. Tell me I'm wrong. Full fucking team of Lowrys.
I think in the case of the
Pacers, you had
Reggie Miller.
He's
He's better than Lowry. Miller's one of the greatest
You're
shooters
right. He's a Hall
ever.
of
He's
Famer.
not. He's a Hall of Famer.
okay. Rick Smits, Dale Davis, Antonio Davis.
Jalen Rose. They had him when they were in the
Nah,
finals.
but Jalen wasn't on the teams that
He won the NBA six-man one year.
he wasn't on the teams where they were pain in the ass. I think he was on the Bulls during that
They had
time.
Mullen at the end. They took the
Yeah,
Bulls.
but, I mean-
They were the one team that took Chicago to 7 games other than the Knicks in '92. They were the one team to do it. And Bird won NBA Coach of the Year that year. What a series that was.
But then the Heat had Tim Hardaway. They had P.J. Brown, that son of a bitch. Alonzo Mourning.
He was.
He was great, but he was
Yeah.
also a flopping fuck. And the Knicks were a bunch
That
of goons.
flopping fuck!
But the funny thing is, the Knicks were a bunch of goons. From
I'm saying the Knicks were goon central.
in the early '90s, Mason.
The Knicks were the poor
Oakley.
man's Detroit Pistons. They literally.
No, but they had class. They were not class. They had heart. Like the Pistons.
they had
were
a
just,
heart,
Pistons
but they
were
didn't
just,
have class.
The Pistons were greasy and grimy.
They had class. The
didn't
Knicks
really
didn't have class. They were gritty.
They had a certain
They were-
level of respect.
They were
Detroit
tough.
Didn't have.
They were resilient. I give them all.
They
that.
didn't just go out there and try to hurt your ass.
But I'm not
They
going to say
played
that.
hard.
I'm not going to call them classy. No.
Okay, let me rephrase classy. Okay,
Please do.
they were a little trashy, but They played you tough. They didn't go out and try to hurt motherfuckers.
I thought Mason did.
Mason was a great player.
I didn't say he
was
couldn't
one
play.
of the. He might have been the most talented.
I didn't
person
say
on
he
that
couldn't
team.
play. I thought he could play. I thought that took away from his game.
I don't think he ever tried to hurt. He was a lunatic. So if somebody angered him,
he was a lunatic.
If somebody angered him, he couldn't control himself.
No.
He would get angry.
Yeah, and teams would know that about him
Yeah,
and get
right.
him rattle his
They fuck with
cage.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they fuck with him. It's like this guy will get himself thrown out. Watch this.
Steph tried to catch a ball over his
Yeah,
shoulder.
you're not a wide
like that,
receiver,
no.
Steph. You don't play
And,
that.
and that guy who threw it is not a quarterback.
No, he's not. No, he is not. Sabonis.
But yeah, I'm happy to be back into the NBA.
Oh, I love that it's back. College hoops is right on the corner.
But I mean, in general, because I really hadn't watched much of the NBA for years because the Knicks have been that bad for that long.
Well, they're good now.
They're good.
And people are trying to tell me the West is deeper than the East. I don't know about that.
The East is good.
East is very good. You guys might. Atlanta's like the 9th team, 10th team, and that Trae Young's a superstar. And no one even talks about him.
Well, and he's not even the one that led the way tonight.
Who was it for?
D. Hunter.
D. Hunter.
Is it DeAndre? What's his
I don't know.
first
Pull
name?
him up.
DeAndre Hunter. 6'8", 221.
From Virginia.
From UVA.
Played at UVA, boys and girls. You know who he is.
I don't really know this.
Was he on the national championship team? How old is he?
He was born in '97. He's 25. He might. Yeah,
I think he was on the national championship
was.
team.
So he had 32 minutes. He was 3 for 7 from 3, 6 rebounds, 27 points,
Damn.
8 for 13.
He's a
from
small
the field.
forward?
I guess so.
There you go.
He's 6'8".
That's a small forward.
Pretty small. Trae Young had
Just missing a shot of the
Trae Young had 18 points and 12 assists.
See,
And then
Trae Young is the real deal.
Clint Capella had 13 points. 13
Capella. Now, when
rebounds.
Houston, people forget about him. When Houston made their run of the conference when they had Harden, Clint Capella was the guy in the middle,
He was the big man, yeah.
blocking shots left and right and just getting double doubles. And
They also have this kid, DeJounte Murray, which I think he kind of highlighted in the playoffs last year.
6'5", shooting.
6'5",
See, Atlanta's
48.
not a fluke, man. That's a quality win.
He had 18
That's a
points, 7
quality
rebounds.
win.
He had 18, 7, and 6.
I'm telling you, the Hawks are a good team.
Okay, but they're one of the playing teams, basically. Is what
Well, they
you're
took
saying,
Celtics
right?
6 games last year in the first round.
But that was the Celtics. Dear God, Celtics.
That was the Celtics being the idiots that they were.
I can understand if that happened to the Knicks. It shouldn't happen to the Celtics.
Not anymore. Not with Porzingis. And I'll tell you what, Porzingis and Holiday make this team so much better.
Dude, I'm telling you.
They really do.
Porzingis
What
is
they
going to break your heart.
No, he's not.
That's how he always looks. He is that good, dude.
He's never been around on a team like this, and you know it.
I'm not saying
Never
that,
been
but,
on a team like this.
Yo, but when he's hot, he's doing those same things he's doing.
But he plays D. Dude, it was the other
I
things.
know.
Look, he had a quiet, because he was in foul trouble. He had a quiet 17 and 9 and 2 blocks. It was quiet. It was like against that team, the Heat.
Right, but when when he gets hurt in money time, you're going to look at me and go, you told me that, Tom.
He has never been in money time. When has he been in a conference final? When has he been in a second round? Shit, when has he been in the first round?
He hasn't because he gets hurt and he can't get there.
I have a feeling.
He has been in the first round with Dallas.
I have a feeling.
And he got hurt.
I have a feeling that, again, now he's older, more mature, and he understands where he is.
You said he didn't need to be the best player on that team.
He doesn't.
First game he was.
Yeah, but he wasn't tonight. But I'm saying he was part of... Dude, that whole starting 5 is filthy. Derek White is the 5th option. He had 28 points.
No, he's fourth. I think Holiday's the fifth.
Holiday almost had a triple-double.
I know, but he's not a scorer. Not like Derek White.
Derek White, when he came here, averaged 14 points a game in San Antonio. He wasn't known as a scorer.
I mean, the past 3 years I've been watching him, he seems like
He's only averaged like 12 and 13 here.
What a chump.
No, but he's got Brown and Tatum.
Okay, so does Holiday score more than that?
He scored
I don't
7.
know.
He had 12 in the first game. He had 17 tonight, so he's averaging like 14. 15. They're going to average.
What is Derek White averaging?
Well, he had 11, and then he had 28. So he's averaging
really
almost just under
19.
20 points a game. So not 18, 19 right now.
But
And then,
that'll probably come down, you're saying?
well,
15.
Jaylen Brown is 19 because he had 27 tonight. And he had 11, so he's 19 a game. Tatum was 34 and 22, which is 46. So he's at 23 a game. I mean, this is the thing. Porzingis 30 and 47. He's 23 a game. They're going to have a bunch of guys.
Yeah,
this is the thing.
Because of the options.
Because of the options. They have balance. This is the thing.
Nobody really needs to score 30 a game.
This is the beauty of it. They have guys that can do it, but they don't have anybody that has to do it. Because they can. This is the thing. They can hurt you in so many ways, and this is why they're so dangerous. Even Milwaukee doesn't have this many guys that can hurt you. I mean, I think when and Chris Middleton's health is the other thing.
He's not healthy.
He's never been healthy.
Dude, but did you see them the other night?
Yeah,
they look good.
The Sixers
Philly look good. Told you, I picked them as my 3.
Well, look at I'm saying
it could go. I mean, it could.
The Knicks look good against the Celtics. What the hell are you talking about? I mean, this is the thing. The East is. Miami looked good tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm just saying that the East is not. Listen to me. The East is tough. Is loaded. This isn't going to be like, oh, there's a draw. No.
But also, like you say about football, in 2 months, these teams are going to look different. Somebody's going to be hurt.
Well, that's both sides,
right? Yeah.
I mean, what are the odds on Anthony Davis? What are the odds? Draymond Green hasn't played a minute yet. I mean, come on. This happens everywhere.
I mean,
it's going to happen.
What are the odds on Steph playing the whole year? He's getting up there.
He's 34. Klay Thompson hasn't been the same since he got hurt. Klay Thompson's not the same player.
They both have so many miles on those legs, man.
They do.
As many playoff games as they played.
And that's where the Poole thing.
That's
where that Poole thing really hurt them because he was a guy they needed him because he could spell those guys.
Yes.
And
now they got Gary Payton Jr., who's fine, but
he's not.
He's not Poole.
I don't think he's Poole.
Where did Poole go? Is he in Atlanta?
I forget where he went.
Orlando? Where the hell?
Nice pass. He dropped it.
Tough one to handle.
Yeah, Sacramento's up 52. Good game going on. 52-46, 3:52 to go in the second. Look, the NBA is going to be a fun year. There's a lot of good teams in both conferences, and I think a lot of teams got better. I think a lot of teams got better.
I think you're right, which is pretty.
It's going to be
cool the way it happened. Like the way we're watching Chris Paul play on the Warriors right now.
Yeah,
that's kind of fucking cool.
He's coming off the bench. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's coming off the bench. And I'm just saying, this is going to be a fun year. There's a lot of teams that made a lot of moves. And the playoffs are going to be incredible. I'm just saying, but these teams are going to beat each other up. Nice finish.
Chris Paul just picked the guy's pocket.
Yeah, Chris Paul, the ageless one, who everybody loves to hate.
Let's say something about the NBA. They know how to fucking market their shit.
Oh, David Stern is the greatest commissioner ever.
He's not the commissioner.
The guy he was his mentor.
Right, but he's not there anymore.
No, but the reason the NBA is what it is because of David Stern.
Right, but I'm just saying, this opening slate of games.
Oh, they didn't fuck around.
Unreal.
They've got all playoff matchups.
First night, second night, third night.
Yeah. Oh, the first week has been amazing. There hasn't been one bad game on TV.
Yeah, and I love how like the commercial comes on and it's like, NBA's first week showcase continues. That's so smart.
I love it.
Bring us in with great matchups.
Yeah, don't put the boring fucking. We don't want to see Cupcake City out of the gate. No. We want to see Celtics Heat.
Right.
We want to see Knicks Celtics.
I don't want to see Orlando.
We want to see
the Grizzlies.
Denver LA.
Right,
shit like that. Like the Golden State Sacramento.
Exactly what they're giving us.
They're not fucking around. I love it. And by the way, the other day they get it right? Christmas Day. They nail it on Christmas Day.
Yeah.
They get 5 good matchups on Christmas Day.
For some reason. Well, I guess because the Knicks haven't been in it. I haven't been into it on Christmas Day.
I guarantee you the Knicks are playing this Christmas Day.
They probably are, yeah.
Oh, it's succulent.
Because they always used to.
They do. Anyway, we're going to take a break. When we come back...
Looney.
We'll be updating this game throughout the night. We'll come back. Segment 2, we're going to go through our NFL picks. NFL preview this weekend. A lot of interesting games this weekend, and seasons are on the line. And we're going to break down this Jets-Giants game. This is very interesting.
Is that game on TV here?
I think it is.
I bet it's not.
We'll figure it out. Anyway, hey, it is a Freestyle Friday. We're going to see you very soon. Hey, remember, segment 2, we've got the Giggle Smoke Guarantee and 2 cents with Tommy. And
Tommy, 2 cents.
You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss this tonight. This is our first. We're going to do this every Friday night in segment 2. And we're going to pick a game for the Giggle Smoke Guarantee. And we're going to go break down our NFL picks. It'll all be good. But grab a frothel, grab a frosty beverage. Yoda, Betty, Jobu, everybody in the house. We will see you on the other side.
What's today's date?